Hello, in this presentation we will examine the neoclassicism with its aesthetical features. In this presentation we will start with what is aesthetic, origins and history of neoclassicism, explanation of style and measure architectural characteristics, general appearance, measure architectural characteristics, main concerns, and analyzing buildings according to neoclassical and aesthetical features. And lastly, we will finish with famous neoclassical architects and their known buildings. What is aesthetic? Aesthetic is the science of artistic creativity, the science of the concept called beauty, and beauty in art and life is a branch of science that explores beauty. It is about the sense of beauty that evokes a sense of beauty which is suitable for the sense of beauty. It has certain rules. By looking at these rules, we can discuss the aesthetic value of a building. Neoclassical architecture. The neo word is from the neo. It means neo in Greek, and the classic means classical style. It represents the classical styles. Origins and history of neoclassicism. Neoclassical architecture is the revival of classical architecture from Roman and Greek periods. It was seen during 18th and 19th centuries. Neoclassical architecture is characterized by grandeur of scale, simplicity of geometric forms, Greek orders, and Roman details. Usage of columns is important in this period. Neoclassicism spread in the United States and Europe, with examples occurring in most every major city. In 18th, approximately all new British architecture used the neoclassical style. In the United States, neoclassicism continued to use in 19th century because architects tried to make the buildings look like imperial Rome once when designing major government buildings. The style also spread to colonial Latin America. The birthplace was Italy and France, and this is a revival of Greek and Roman architecture style. In this architectural style, the most important features was symmetry, balance, and grandeur scale. They mostly built with government and commercial buildings. The facades were flat, and the Roman orders and porticos in facade can be seen. The Roman orders generally are Doric and Ionic columns. The windows, like the classicism, they used Palladian or Norman veils. We can see the pointed, curved, and broken style. And the triangular pediments, which we can see over the windows, like these ones. And domes also can be seen on the roof parts, like the Monticello's dome. Neoclassical idea doesn't see the human perfect. According to it, humans are imperfect and limited. Also, the more simple forms and geometric shapes were used. And as we said, the Greek and Rome was the most inspired styles for neoclassicism period. It divided into three styles: temple style, Palladian style, and classical block style. And there are design elements that we will examine the buildings with lines, shape, form, color, texture, and also we will try to examine according to their patterns, the contrasts or balance and harmony, and rhythm also can be seen in most of buildings. The same table with more explanation. First building was Monticello. The architect was Thomas Jefferson, and we can see the features in the bottom part. For example, this is the triangular pediment. In here we can see the pilasters and the dome of the Monticello. This is neoclassical features. And in aesthetical features, we can see a certain symmetry, and also it is well balanced, and there are strong axes in the horizontal way, and we can see the reputational elements such as the frontal columns, and in elements the color schema and the textures, and also the shape that can be found in the building is like that. And this is National Palace, El Salvador. This is also an important building. The same pilasters can be seen in the facade. The triangular pediments. It is one of the most important elements for neoclassical architecture. And this is the aesthetical features. We can see the vertical alignment of the columns, and also the same symmetry and balance can be seen. The symmetry and balance is in all buildings of this style, and the repetitions of the windows, and the proportion and scale. This pediments, the big pediments, can be seen over the windows with small ones like this situation, and the elements, colors and shape tables, the texture and the color schema, also different shapes can be seen. And this is White House in United States. This is also a good example of neoclassical building. Of course, the triangular pediments and the pilasters. There are 4 pilasters, and the triangular pediments and Palladian arch pediments is over the windows. And if we look to aesthetical features, we can again see a symmetry and a strong balance in this building. Again, the horizontal alignments of windows creates a well proportion in this building. The color schemes are the same, generally soft and white colors, and in this building we can't see any texture, just colors, and the windows is the reputational elements. The next building was the Pantheon in Paris. The same stations, pilasters, domes, triangular pediments. The colors, they are the same. I can skip these parts. And the Arc de Triomphe neoclassicism. This is also the same. And Keswick House. This is also neoclassical architectural style. The symmetry, balance, and reputational elements. Famous architects, Jacques Germain Soufflot. He was a French architect, and his famous building was Pantheon, as we saw. The other architect was Robert Adam. He is in England and Scotland. He worked different neoclassical buildings. His famous building was Kettlestone Hall. And the last architect was Carl Friedrich Schinkel. He is also a Prussian architect. And in Germany, his famous building was Neue Wache. It was in Berlin. Thank you.